Who doesn't want to pretend they're a world-class cat burglar with gadgets that would make James Bond jealous? If you can overlook jank and terrible combat, this might be a game that sneaks into your backlog. Stolen was released in 2005 on PS2, Xbox and PC. Developed by Blue 52 and published by the coolest, most down with the kids, Hip Games. It received a 51 on PS2, 50 on Xbox and 48 on PC. It had mixed reviews, with some saying the controls and AI were inept and others praising the stealth mechanics. And for more mixed reviews, with or without ineptness, don't forget to like and subscribe for more OK Gaming. We play as Anya Romanov, a badass cat burglar who has Lara Croft levels of acrobatic skills, alongside some other Croft-like assets. Her first mission is to break into a museum and steal different items. The main enemies are security guards. Some are armed and some just have a torch. I was completely prepared for janky controls and mechanics. What I didn't expect was the combat. Wow, the combat. We don't have a weapon, we just use our fists. But if we're not standing in the exact right place, we're just swinging our arms around while a guard watches. We can only choke guards out cold, or hit them until they fall down, but this is always temporary, and they can get up again after a while. Some gadgets at our disposal are trackers, sonic emitters to distract guards, and nullifiers that disable cameras, and people. The sonic emitters also act as a way to see into a room before running in unprepared. We go up to a door, use the sonic visor, and whistle. This gives us a basic insight of who or what is in the next room. Super clever! We also have night vision, because what kind of cat burglar would we be without it? We can also pick locks, and even though it's a super simple way to do it, I really liked it. There's a sense of urgency to pick the correct shape, but it's not too hard and doesn't force you to test your skills every time you find a lock. We can also hack computers, which was a little more challenging, but only because of the time limit. You just pay attention to which squares light up, then copy the pattern. You can start from anywhere and it will just accept the code once you've traced it. Anya can perform some kind of impressive gymnastics, running up walls, jumping over fences, shimmying around ledges, and swinging off poles. The only downside is she doesn't have a sense of direction, so I was leaping into lasers or walls instead of gracefully landing where I wanted. Because this is a stealth game, we can loot desks or drawers, but you have to get close to them before Anya will even think of checking them out. All this was quite forgivable for a retro game, especially one that tried new things and had mechanics that other games at the time weren't implementing. The levels were a little confusing and the map wasn't overly informative, but everything was quite linear, so it was easy enough to find my way through the levels. I really liked this game, which was a surprise to me. I messed up takedowns and fell into lasers, got beaten down by guards, and was just generally not the stealthiest person. But the checkpoints were frequent enough that I wasn't put too far back in the level to try again. I had a basic understanding of the story, but because there were no subtitles and the guy on the other end of the radio didn't always speak loud enough, or just spoke during combat.
You've got a few minutes max before the place is crawling with guards, and not much longer until the cops block off the streets. Get out of there.
I couldn't tell you the details. I just followed the route I was supposed to take, checked my objectives on the map and kept going. There was a bit where we're lowered into the museum from the roof, Mission Impossible style, and we have to avoid lasers. I tried this a few times, but didn't quite understand how I was supposed to get down without alerting the guards. In the end, I just went down, then ran away. For some people this might seem like an early 2000s janky nightmare, but I really enjoyed playing it. The kinda dumb AI, the attempt at mini puzzles, the terrible combat, all turned the game into something I got hooked on. The slightly random approach to level design only added to the confusion, but in an entertaining way. It's a shame this was the only attempt at a stealth game Blue 52 and Hip Games tried. Blue 52 shut down not long after Stolen was released, but were relaunched as Curve Studios, who went on to publish games such as Human Fall Flat, Smoke and Sacrifice, American Fugitive, and The Ascent. Hip Games published the EU version of Pariah, but then kinda slid into obscurity. At least we have Stolen as a fun, janky early stealth game, and no one can rob us of that. This was fun. Let's do it again sometime. And if you like what you saw, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like down below.